President Joe Biden still at his home in Delaware recovering from a COVID infection, but that didn't stop him from responding to former President Donald Trump's convention speech last night. Hours ago, the president issuing a statement laying out plans for his return to the campaign trail despite calls for him to drop out. Meanwhile, as Erica Brown reports, former President Trump is riding high after galvanizing the party during the RNC in Milwaukee this week.
President Biden says he will hit the campaign trail again next week.
He has the vision, I believe, the ability, the capacity, and the track record to make a case to the American people that will result in us being successful in November.
Biden campaign chair Jen O'Malley Dillon said on MSNBC that the president can win in November, despite his age and struggles since the first presidential debate.
I'm not here to say that this hasn't been a tough several weeks for the campaign. There's no doubt that it has been. And we've definitely seen some slippage in support, but it has been a small movement.
The Biden campaign touted support from the PAC supporting the Congressional Hispanic Caucus today, but that came as at least a half dozen more Democrats joined a growing list of lawmakers calling on him to step aside.
A big part of his legacy should be him stepping aside and allowing for that new leadership. And I think the country is ready for that.
And a new Democratic group is paying for a commercial to play on MSNBC in Washington, D.C. and Delaware.
Be the leader we know you are. Pass the torch, Joe.
The calls come as former President Donald Trump could get a bump in the polls following this week's Republican National Convention, which saw the GOP unify behind their nominee.
4 months from now, we will have an incredible victory, and we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country.
Trump will be back on the road again Saturday, campaigning for the first time with his new running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, in the battleground state of Michigan. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And that typical post-convention bump in the polls appears to be combining with last weekend's assassination attempt. A new CBS News poll shows the former president ahead both nationally and in the battleground states, where the election is likely to be decided.